Candy Lips, if you are part of the Hex, PulseChain, and PulseX ecosystem, you have to do me a favor and do us all a favor. There are many people out there who believe they are overvalued. So I'm here to share with you free alpha. As the arbiter of truth and a disciple to bring the good word, I'm going to make you some money. Come and put your money where your mouth is and get short. We have a protocol now here for you. Hex, Pulse, and PulseX can be shorted on Phiat, Phiat.io. It is an Aave clone, an Aave fork. And look at this. You can actually come and short Pulse, PulseX, and Hex. So bring them on. Whenever you see people who talk their game, wonderful. Bring them along. I want to see them make a lot of money. I like seeing people win. I've personally viewed an enormous amount of people. I've lost count. Public telegrams, discords, Twitter land, the tubes of the YouTubes, all of them saying that Hex is overvalued and so is the ecosystem. Well, isn't that a great opportunity that we have right now? Come and show us how it's done. Come put on the short. I want to know. I want to see. Put your money where your mouth is. Don't be shy. If you go onto the protocol, you can borrow, you can lend, you can supply stuff. So, hey, come and bring your precious, wonderful stable coins. That'll surely be above $1 in 3 years from now. Come and bring them along. Come and bring them along and get short, get some credits, and you'll be able to participate. This is part of the ecosystem of PulseChain that's growing. But hey, don't take my word for it. You say that we're 100x overvalued. Hey, come and show me how it's done. Also, I've gone through the comments. Benjamin, or BJAM, Benjajajam. I am short, bro. I've been short since September 1st. I told you September I'll be in stables. And I'll remain in stables for all of September until there is a legitimate reason for me to pivot on my position and rotate. So, Bijam is going through the normal process of what most people do. So, effectively what he's saying is, he wants, this is what people think is going to happen. Let's go down to a daily chart. So people, this is what we want, right? This is what we want markets to work like. We want markets to go down like this, okay? Go down, 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 down. And then we want this new, so now this is November, for example. We want this November coming out, November. So now it's November 14th. Then there's Richard Hart's pre-10-day conference thing that they have to like hand in papers for the corrupt SEC clown case. And so what Mr. Bijam wants, what everybody else wants, when it hits this point, he wants to see the public release of the conference. And then what he wants to see is all of the PulseChain ecosystem projects read this statement, and maybe the court case happens November 28th, so around this zone. And then he wants them all to make Twitter posts and YouTube videos and say, hey, we are very, very bullish, friends. We're so bullish, we're all going to launch all our projects. And we're all going to tell you right now, all 6 major projects that are launching, and there's upgrades to be done. We're actually launching January 1st. We're going to tell you is right now, January 1st, we're going to start for the new year. We're all so bullish. We're all going to the moon, and Richard Hart's going to stream and everything. And then Richard Hart's going to come out and publicly tell you, hello, friends, I'm going to stream. I'm a duck, quack, quack. You see all this good information, all this news. And then what Mr. Bijam wants is he is in here in the 17th, 18th November, and he's like, oh my gosh, people are selling it down, but everybody is so optimistic and believing and shouting to the rooftops that it's bullish. So then he's going to get long like the genius, and he's going to make all the money. All right. This is what everybody wants. This is how we want markets to work, right? So you receive confirmation and you're like, wow, you get to make a 5x when it goes back, and then you get to time it. You never go offside. You get it? You never go offside. It's just going to go up and up and up after that. That's how we want markets to work. But because you're my friend and you got a straight back and you wear fluffy slippers, you know exactly that markets do not work like this. Markets are an effective future pricing mechanism, and they go off perception of value. And it's all about how people are positioned. what is everybody positioned for now? Now, this is where you got to do some 3D level unicorn fairy dust thinking. That's why you like, subscribe, bell button, all. I'm here to actually do it for you and give you all this information. So what is actually going to probably happen? Don't look at my direction of the candles because it's always going up and to the right for the long term anyway. So who the hell cares, right? But what we'll probably find is the coin price goes up and no one knows why. And you're like, that's strange. What's going up? And then there might be rumors. People say, oh my God, it could be Richard buying because he knows he's going to have a successful court date and his lawyers are prepared and he's going to stream again. You see all this speculation, all this BS, all those words just get thrown around as a narrative and a story. It doesn't even really matter. All that matters, what matters, the price went up. But here I want to know, Mr. Bidgham has sold here, just to let you know. So he said he's been all in stable coins since September 1st. You can actually see it right here. He's short right here. So what happens if we get a plus 100% rally? Well, now Mr. Bidgham is in a bit of a pickle. And I'm actually going to I'm going to put a little pickle emoji here because Mr. Bidgham is going to be confused. If you're listening here, Mr. Bidgham, just to let you know, this is one potential scenario. Now, of course, the other scenario can happen. Any scenario can happen, but markets, they're bastards. They don't give you a free lunch. If you want to make the money, you have to buy in the unknown. It is what it is. If you want to step into the realm, step into the gladiator arena, it really is you against the world. And I really do mean that because no one's bullish. But this is why no one's bullish, because the price is down. So when the price goes up, then we change the narrative. The price moves first, then the news comes out. Every single time. Not every time, I said 99.9% of the time. There are unexpected things that happen, of course. The price moves first. So this is something you're going to have to be aware of. And I'd like you to know this, right? You're all in stable coins here. You got to be careful because if we get up here, let's say you don't know what the future is. If we get up here, look how down you are. You are minus 50% less rich. Because let's say you had 500 million Pulse. You can only buy back 250 million at this point. And that's assuming you buy at this point. And what if it does this? This is another thing to think about. What if it does this? Like, oh, it's going to come back down. It's going to come back down. It's going to trick you. What if it goes up here now? What are you going to do then? Do you have a plan for that? Let's go do this. Because now you're down 70%. Okay. So you might have started with, 500 million Pulse. Now you only got 150 million. Do you see now, friends, why this small little error just once, if it plays out, we don't know if it's going to play out, okay? But if it happens, it opens up Pandora's box for you in a very bad way. Because now you are forced to take on wild, excessive risk out there. Because you're going to be thinking about what you don't have. You're going to be thinking about, oh, I better sell on these 2x. I better get out more. Because people, once we are bitten like this, we want to make it back. That's why. It's one of the trading faults we have as humans. Once we've had a loss, we quickly try to grab it back. Statistically, what's most optimal? What's most optimal is you go, okay, I'm going to suck up the loss. I'm never going to do this ever again. I accept it. Guess how many people do that? None. And now you know why there are so many people in Coinfessions Wrecked who have been here for 2 to 3 cycles. And everyone laughs in the comments like, oh my gosh, how have you made it in 2 to 3 cycles? Yeah, they're all the new cycle people. Everybody who joined in 2021 at the top, they're all laughing at people who've been here multiple cycles. But what they don't know is they're going to get a diminished gain in 2024-5. They're going to be also 2 cycle people on Coinfessions Wrecked. That's what they don't know because they're not prepared. Because they're trying to do stuff like this. They're trying to sell something that's down at minus 86%. They're trying to sell it down and trying to gamble for 1 month, okay? So this is just, I'm not saying I know the future. I don't know the future. But this is a pickle situation if it plays out like that. So we also have another comment from Coin Pamper. I love that username, by the way. Oh, he's even got the X logo with the colors. Nice. So he said, I've got $20,000. I wanted to buy more PulseX, but then I made a strategy. So I'll put my PulseX bag in as collateral. So that's using fiat. You can deposit, right? And you'll get credits just like a money market, and you'll be able to borrow on that. So he says, I bought more PulseX and I've kept my $20,000 aside for DCAing more PulseX. If the price falls hard, I pay back my loan and I buy all in. If we go sideways, then I'm up DCAing. So friends, these cute little strategies. Look, they're okay, but like here's a PulseX chart. Be careful. Why am I telling you be careful? Because this is the beginning of you starting to win. All right, because most likely we're going to be up higher in here from 12 months. So your brain is going to tell you that this is okay to keep doing. But what I'm telling you is eventually there's going to be a big snowball at some point where at some point everyone's going to be doing it because they're so confident it's going to work, and then it's going to wipe everybody out. Leverage. Everybody's going to be targeted on there. People target each other on these money markets. They look at liquidations. And let me tell you something. Don't think that, okay, I only have $20,000. Nobody's going to target me. I promise you, everybody is doing the same thing as you. You'll find out everybody has the same weak point. It's fascinating. It's just there's certain levels in price markets and charts that get formed where all these people who had no idea that other people were gambling with them at those same areas, whether it be Bitcoin prices, Ethereum prices, every other asset, you'll find you have weak hands around you. Those weak hands pile on as the price goes up without enormous corrections. That's why we are at the point of this is the point of maximum financial opportunity. Why? Because we've wiped everybody out. So if you're getting in here when there's maximum risk, of course, slowly people are going to come, the little zombies that never get wiped out. But eventually there's going to be a big one. So you just have to be careful. You are playing with leverage. I hope it doesn't transpire into anything. At some point, you're going to have to cut it. Everyone says they'll cut it. All I can do is when the time comes, I'm going to make periodic videos saying, hey, if you have leverage, I instruct you, start paying it down now. I don't care that everyone's partying. I don't care. So I'm going to be doing that here for you if I'm still around. But at the end of the day, I know most people still aren't going to listen. And so, you've seen a lot of perspectives now, friends. If you have other people who are telling you, hey, man, it's overvalued. Come, share with them this strategy. Come and get short. Come and get short. Show us how it's done. I want to see people come rise to the top. For the rest of us, if you look at the monthly chart, this is the Hex monthly chart, okay? Seems to be doing okay. But with the rest, we're still in a bit of a poopy situation. You're just going to need time to work our way out. You just had this SEC disaster zone. We're going to need time for candles to start forming, etc., etc. We have been here before, and it's ultimately going to come down to more people joining the network. So it doesn't matter what a meme coin does, what a group does. The more people that come and join the network, the better, because it increases the number of daily active users. And we know just a matter of time before those people start to park some of their money in Pulse, PulseX, and Hex. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button all, tell mum and dad. We love and appreciate them. Catch you in the next one.